Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Big Talk. The Bruce Dickey here on this fine, beautiful Friday, January 30th. Hope you're all staying warm. It's going to get cool again. It's now that we have the Snowmageddon has hit. Now that the snow is all over the roads and all over everything, hopefully it's cleared off the roads in your area. But now that it's everywhere, get used to it because it's going to be cold for a week or two, and it's not going anywhere. You can't really, I guess you could get rid of snow. That's what they do in the cities. They take it out to big dumps and stuff. Not really all that so often around in these parts. But hello, folks. Welcome to Wabash Cash TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. My name is Bruce Dickey. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm just about to get my voice back from last weekend's Salem Invitational Basketball Tournament. I hope y'all had a chance to tune in to watch that. We'll talk about it here in a little bit, but man, it was a lot of fun, and we'll talk a little bit more at length about it as the program wears along. But yeah, gorgeous January 30th. To get you started off on a great way for the today and for the weekend. What is going on this weekend? Well, a little bit of bug or something in the air. Well, as of I'm shooting this on Wednesday morning or Wednesday afternoon, so not a ton of stuff still back in action as things were canceled, and a lot of things that may have been scheduled earlier in the week you may end up finding this weekend. There weren't all that many things going, as I've told you before. It's January. Organizers don't usually plan events for January because you just never know what kind of weather you're going to get, and other than cold. What is going on tonight? Chris Jansen, he's a big old country star, is going to be at the Effingham Performance Center. That is 7 o'clock this evening. Now, it's going to cost a little bit to get in, $60 to $80, $65 or $45, but he's a multi-platinum recording artist, celebrated entertainer, multi-instrumentalist, and award-winning singer/songwriter. As the ACM award winner has collected prestigious accolades that place him amongst country music's greats. Both his hit Drunk Girl and his chart-topping platinum splash Buy Me a Boat were named among NSAI's top 10 songs I'd wish I'd written list, making Jansen one of a handful of the industry's most elite artists to earn the title multiple times. The lead single from his new record, All I Need Is You, it recently took the number one spot on country radio, which is fifth number one career single. There you go. He's tonight at the Effingham Performance Center. You know where that is, out there at exit 160, just north, right? Out there on Outer Belt West. Oh, what else is going on this weekend? On Saturday, big night at the Nostalgia Theater in Flora on Saturday evening. The Flora Chamber of Commerce Awards Banquet will take place at the Nostalgia Theater on Saturday night. Tickets are available now. You can go to the office, the chamber office there at the depot in Flora, and just say, "Hey, look, I want to buy a table." By golly, they'll sell you a bunch of tickets. As $30 per person, they are available through. Well, they may not be available anymore. If you go and try to buy, I bet you they'll have some held over for you. So yeah, give them a call up there. It'll be a social hour at 6 o'clock on Saturday, and then dinner and the program will start at 7. Again, $30 tickets. If you let's see here, if you have any questions, give old Ariel Delaney at the Chamber a call at 618-662-5646. I'm sure she'll be able to figure out whatever you need. What else is going on? Oh, now this is fun. This is good, clean fun right here. Up at the, actually down over in Grayville at the Groff Memorial Public Library and Museum, Saturday afternoon at 2 o'clock. Local florist Ashley Thompson of farmhouse florist will recount her memorable experiences helping decorate the White House for Christmas 2025 at a special presentation hosted by the Groff Memorial Public Library. It takes place, like I said, 2 o'clock on Saturday. That's at 118 South Middle Street in Grayville. Thompson will share how she applied and was selected for this prestigious opportunity, as well as highlights from her trip to Washington, D.C., and the process of decorating the nation's most famous residence for the holidays. Boy, they always have just gorgeous stuff out there at the holidays, on the holidays for Christmas decorating. It's a wonderful opportunity to hear how Allison was able to do it. Ashley Thompson. The program is free. It's available to anyone, and the library is fully handicapped accessible. Community members are invited to attend and hear firsthand about this unique behind-the-scenes White House adventure. And that's pretty cool. That's a lot of fun. I never even told you. I feel stupid now. I didn't even tell you what's going on. This is our weekly Take the Points show. My guys couldn't be here. Guess why? Snow. They've got things going on that are let's see. Jamie is having to ride around the roads to see if they can have school. Lucas, I believe, is taking care of the kids who are home from school, and I don't know what Brian's doing. He's probably doing something to do out there, and he's probably like Rocky IV. You remember Rocky IV running around out in the snow, carrying the dumbbells made of the stumps? Yeah, that's what Weeze is doing, I'm guessing. So yeah, we're going to talk a little bit about last week's football, as well as maybe about what else is coming up this week here to look forward to. What else is going on this weekend? Over at the Brian Bennett Library, that's over in Salem, at 10 a.m. on Saturday morning, they will host now I don't know how this is possible, but meet Beatrix Potter at the Seed Swap. Deborah Ann Miller is a professional actress, vocalist, and voiceover talent with over 30 years of experience as a performer. She'll perform A Tale of Beatrix Potter beginning at 1 p.m. The performance is 45 to 50 minutes long, and it's followed by a question and answer session with the audience. A reading list and a timeline of the life of Beatrix Potter will also be provided. All ages are welcome. Bring in 2025 harvested seed or unused purchase packets to share with folks. So there you go. It's a way to meet friends and share your garden seed. Now this isn't for like farmers to bring in gigantic sacks of seed. No, that's not what it is at all. All seed is free, even if none is brought in to share. Our Seed Library, those are in all caps. Our Seed Library will also be available to join and peruse during the event. Door prizes fit for a gardener and herb lovers. Oh, May's coming. It's gonna warm up here again in about 2 or 3 weeks. March is coming. That's when you're going to want to go out there and start working in your garden. But May's coming. I'm talking herbs. I'm talking mint. You need to plant some mint. Get that, and I guess once you get it going, it just stays going, and it just keeps rolling on and on as herbs go, or at least as mint goes. Get that mint out there going. Get it ready for the Kentucky Derby. First weekend in May. May as well look forward to it now. What was Beatrix Potter? She was like kids novelist, right? One of those rabbit books. Something about not the Brer Rabbit, but something like that. But yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. The young Miss Deborah Ann Miller, again, the professional actress, will be portraying Beatrix Potter. That sounds like fun. That is again at 11 or 10 a.m. at the Brian Bennett Library over in Salem. What else going on this weekend on Saturday? The Enduring Freedom Ministries distribution at Shumway is set to take place. You need to give them a call at 217-868-5293 or 217-240-0059 to sign up. Of course, it's going to be at the old grade school there in Shumway, and the Mason. They're also going to do it at Mason Civic Center, or you can go to their website, figure out your date and their time. That is, the website is my/Christian/space.com, and then select Shumway or Mason. They've got two different places going to give you have the Freedom Ministries distribution. I hope I haven't messed you up, because that didn't make a lot of sense to me, hearing myself talk about it. I hope I haven't messed up. Certainly you'll get that straight. Give it a shot. What else? One other thing going on this weekend on Saturday. Up at the Effingham Performance Center, Rodney Carrington is going to be live at the Effingham Performance Center, 7 o'clock on Saturday night. He's one of America's most popular comedians, an actor and author to boot. He shows just what kind of good times can happen when country meets comedy. Since his breakthrough success with his first major label release, Hanging with Rodney, back in 1998, he's been a favorite of audiences all over the world thanks to his enjoyable, raucous take on things, on the best things in life, starting with whatever's in the bottle in front of him, with the signature songs like Just One Beer, Wish She Would Have Left Quicker, and Put Your Clothes Back On. He proves that some jokes just go better when combined with the twang and swagger of a country tune. In addition to being one of America's top 10 highest grossing comedians, Carrington headlined his own ABC sitcom with Rodney and co-starred Toby Keith back in the day in the feature film Beer for My Horses. There you go. In 2017, his special Here Comes the Truth brought his blue-collar brand of stand-up and musical comedy to Netflix. His 2020 tour of venues across the country follows the release of his latest album, Get 'Em Out. That may be 5 years old by now. I don't know. But there you go. That's Rodney Carrington coming this Saturday to the Effingham Performance Center. Sounds like a good time. What else is going on this weekend? What else are you interested in? Well, I'll tell you what's going on today. Folks, this is National Croissant Day in the United States. National Croissant Day recognizes the flaky pastry enjoyed at every meal. Croissants are buttery, crescent-shaped rolls that are crispy on the outside, soft in the middle. Your key to a perfect croissant is the lamination of the dough. You laminate the dough by folding butter into the mixture, creating multiple thin layers of butter and dough. The result, a mouth-watering flaky crust and an airy body. Legend surrounds this pastry, as often the case with popular worldly treat, and what is known is that the crescent-shaped breads have been found around the world for ages. One of these was a Kipferl, which originated in Austria as far back as the 13th century. Also, the credit for the croissant goes to Austrian military officer August Zang. In 1839, he opened a Viennese bakery in Paris, introducing France to Viennese baking techniques. That's not the only one. This lady is taking some credit too. Croissants invented in Austria, brought to France when the Austrian Archduchess married a French king in 1770. That would have been Louis the 16th, right? Married Marie Antoinette. She was the Austrian Archduchy, I believe. Archduchess. I can't remember. It's been a long time. Let's see. This has been celebrated since 2006. Are croissants a type of yeast bread? Yes, they do include yeast. How many calories in a croissant? This is the question I didn't really like the answer to. 230 calories in a croissant. I'm assuming that's those kind of croissants rather than those type of croissants. Those look like little crescent rolls from Pillsbury or something like that. I don't know. What else going on this weekend? This is Brandy Alexander Day on Saturday. The falling on the last day of January, National Brandy Alexander Day celebrates the creamy brandy-based evolution of the original gin-based cocktail Alexander, often considered the sophisticated cousin of the White Russian or the Mudslide. The Brandy Alexander has earned its place as a decadent dessert-style cocktail. It's the undisputed heavyweight champion of the dessert cocktail category. While many modern drinks are sugary syrups disguised as cocktails, Brandy Alexander's is prized for being velvety, boozy, and surprisingly sophisticated. Often described as a liquid truffle, the drink provides a unique flavor of an oaky flavor with a slightly hidden fruity taste. Many classics, it has several people competing for the birthright. Some say it was named after Grover Cleveland Alexander. I had no idea that it was potentially named after Grover Cleveland Alexander. The pitcher who pitched for the Phillies in 1915, pitched for the Cardinals in the 26 World Series, helped to close out the 26 World Series. The British, and by the way, Grover Cleveland Alexander was a horrendous alcoholic. Yeah, he might have invented the cocktail. I don't know, because he had his troubles with alcohol. The British claim the cocktail was created for the wedding of Princess Mary, daughter of King George V and Viscount Lascelles in London. That would have been like in the that was around 1912. So I don't know, because they had all that big wedding with all the king's cousins, and they were all these different kings of Europe were there. So yeah, I don't know. Another legend credits Troy Alexander, the bartender Rector's in New York City, as the creator. So who knows? One I like to see, it is in the 1970s. Rock stars like John Lennon gave it a cool, if slightly chaotic reputation. There's John Lennon right there drinking it, as I believe that's Peter Lawford next to him over there on his John Lennon's left. And that's John Lennon's girlfriend that he lived with in L.A. for about a year and a half, and that might be Harry Nilsson on the other side of her. So yeah, a big crowd at the bar. Look at them all sitting there drinking Brandy Alexander's. I wish I could tell you what's a heavy cream. There it is. Heavy cream. Maybe let's see. It's different types of brandy or cognac, along with heavy cream, oat milk, or even a scoop of a vanilla gelato, and then who knows what all else. So it's good way to start wet February after dry January. Maybe you did that. Another way is our other one, also on the 31st. It is National Hot Chocolate Day. Each year on January 31st, National Hot Chocolate Day warms up folks across the country, celebrating the timeless cold winter beverage. Hot chocolate is a warm beverage made with ground chocolate, heated milk, or water, and sugar. In the U.S., they often use the terms hot chocolate and hot cocoa interchangeably. However, they are different. I think didn't we have Hot Cocoa Day like just a few weeks ago? A few weeks ago. I think it was Hot Cocoa Day, now it's Hot Chocolate Day. So, of course, that started back in the 25 centuries or 35 centuries ago. Aztecs did it a long time ago. Aztecs were making hot chocolate years and years ago. Is hot chocolate thicker than hot cocoa? Yes. It's made by making high quality chocolate into milk, almost like a syrup, but slightly thinner. You can thin it down further by adding more milk. Will I like hot chocolate if I like hot cocoa? Heck yeah, absolutely. If you like hot cocoa, you've had hot chocolate probably. What else going on today? High school boys basketball this evening. Edwards County is at Wayne City, the Wayne City Indians. That'll be 6 o'clock tonight. I'll be up in T-Town as the Breeze Modern Day Knights take on the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes in a non-conference matchup. Let's see what else is going on. NHL hockey tonight. The Blue Jackets will be at Chicago taking on the Blackhawks. That's on CSN Channel 353. NBA basketball doubleheader on ESPN. That'll be Toronto at Orlando, followed by Detroit at Golden State. Starts at 6:30. And then also Memphis is at New Orleans. That is on FanDuel, Channel 370. Bunch of NCAA basketball games. Kent State at 5 o'clock is a triple header on CBS Sports Network, Channel 378. Start with Kent State at Akron Zips. That'll be followed by Dayton at St. Louis, a A-10 matchup, and then UNLV at Nevada at 9. At Fox Sports 1, a doubleheader tonight, Providence at Villanova, Boise State at Grand Canyon, and then the big game of the night, number 3, Michigan takes on number 7, Michigan State at Michigan State. That will be on Fox tonight at 7 o'clock. You're watching Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. It's our Take the Point show. Back right after these two. Please stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Bruce Dickey here with Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you also for tuning into Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. You can find it here daily at 9 a.m. and at 1 p.m. Talk about all kinds of different subjects. People, interesting folks in the community, community events coming up, just all kinds of stuff that will matter to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks a lot.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch, small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that has set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much. I'm still working at it. I'll get it back. It'll take a little time. But that Salem tournament, and I've had a little sniffle since then. That really took it out of my voice. I'll be back in full voice here in a few days, I'm guessing. But I'm still not quite fully there. And I'm not all that happy about it. But what am I going to do? I mean, if you're not in full voice, and I guess I could stop talking, but that I have obligations to you, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm glad to do it. So yeah, we'll be fine as long as I don't like start yelling or something like that. Yeah, you don't want me to do that and mess up whatever I've whatever I have going. Speaking of that Salem Invitational Tournament, did you get a chance to watch much of that on TV? I tell you what, level of basketball was about as high as you're going to see in Southern Illinois right now. There aren't too many teams in Southern Illinois that are playing a higher level of basketball than what we were able to watch in that tournament. Is starting with Class 3A as Centralia 22-1 now. They were 19-1 going into the tournament. They went 3-0 in the tournament. Had a wonderful tournament and continued their advance in Class 3A. You see them there at number 5. Mount Vernon dropped a couple of spots because they did lose that game, but they lost to a team ahead of them. They lost to Centralia. Maybe the thought was they lost, maybe by too much, but lost by 10 or 12 points. Centralia is a good team. That was a lot of fun to watch those two teams in that tournament. And then you, of course, East St. Louis remains at the top. They've already gotten 20 wins. They are playing like nobody's business over there at East St. Louis as they are having a ton of fun. And then you take a look at Class 2A. Class 2A, even though Totopolis did pick up a loss over in that tournament, now 18-3 rather than 19-2, like Tolono behind them. T-Town lost to a really good Mount Vernon team, a top 11 Mount Vernon team in 3A. So that is by no means a loss to sneeze at. And so, yeah, T-Town stays in the top 5, stays at number 2 in the top 5. Other Southern Illinois schools in the top 10, not surprising, but Staunton with just one loss is up there in the South Central Conference playing very well. You have Nashville at 20-2 and Carterville at 20-2 as well. Those two teams in the same conference. I'm not sure, but I don't believe they've played as yet. And then you go farther down for other Southern Illinois schools. You can take a look. St. Joe Ogden will be in the south side in the postseason, as well as Columbia will be on the west side in the postseason. That's it. That's the weird thing. Whenever you see it, whenever the regionals come out, you will see that the state, instead of dividing super sectionals by 1, 2, 3, 4, which is what we've been used to for years and years and years. Amen. This year they have basically divided it straight down the middle, and you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a little different getting used to, and we'll talk about that as the time comes. But like I was mentioning, Columbia over there on the west side, St. Joe Ogden is on the east side, even though they are together, 15-5 and 17-4, number 19 and 21. They aren't going to be playing each other unless they would get to state. For that matter, I believe T-Town and Nashville, T-Town and Carterville, all both in Southern Illinois. You think they would play each other before they got to state? No. T-Town's over there. Totopolis is over there on the east side. St. Joe Ogden on the east side, in basically the same setup as goes all the way to Pontiac. Pontiac is the host of the Super Sectional for the east side. You say, Bruce, Pontiac? That's way up here. I'm just telling you how they're doing things this season. I don't know. You tell me. We'll both know how that happened, because used to you could plan your schedule. Teams did plan their schedules based on who they would be playing in the postseason. They wanted to get a chance to see them, or they wanted to get a chance to play other teams. I don't know what they're doing. But Class 1A, it's the same way. All these, by the way, from Nesto Hoops, nestohoops.com. Aaron Britton does a great job. But then you have Lawrenceville on top. You've got pretty much most of the National Trail Conference in the east side. And then you look in the west side, that's where you'll find Woodlawn and Waltonville and Sparta. I mean, Goreville is over there on the west side of the bottom half. It is a tricky business that they have set up here with, like I said, with Cumberland, Altamont, and Dietrich, all in the NTC. Plus, we saw I don't think St. Anthony made the top 25 of Class 2A. St. Anthony's 2A. Then you have Weber there at number 11 at 17-3. Those teams just now competing and completing conference tournaments. I think they already completed the Midland Trail Conference tournament. I believe Woodlawn won that one, knocking off Waltonville again, which kind of, but Woodlawn's number 9 here, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Waltonville won it again. Let's see, Woodlawn in at 18-3. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to check. But then the National Trail Conference completes this week, as it'll be Saturday up at Altamont, doing a fine job hosting that tournament. They always have a big crowds every year over in the Altamont Dome, and they have a wonderful tournament. So, just kind of getting your eye where we are in basketball, in high school basketball, as these are going to be coming to a head pretty doggone soon. If you're paying attention, it will have, I believe, the seeds come out. I think seeds come out a week and a half away. But I'll check and we'll know more next week. And next week we're gonna have a little bit fuller show talking about the Super Bowl as well. Speaking of, let's talk a little bit about pro football. We'll do that right when we return. Stick around.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mud hole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local hand-cooked tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Cooper. And I am Stacey Earlywhite, and together we host By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
It airs Monday through Friday on Wabash Channel 100 at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m.
We love to follow Clay County history, and we've been venturing out too in other counties. We absolutely love history.
You can also find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is By the Way with Beth and Stacey, or like and follow us on Facebook.
Goldfinger, trying to destroy the courthouse, I see.
Precisely, Mr. Bob!
Too bad, Goldfinger. I've got a secret weapon.
Huh?
Building secret. Zinc building secret.
We'll need new
lumber, doors, paint, windows, plumbing, electrical.
It was cool. Big Bang Center and Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Did you get a chance to watch all the NFC championship games and all that kind of stuff? NFC and AFC championship games over the weekend? Man, I tell you what, that weather at Denver, talk about how bad. You know, they talked all week about how bad the weather was going to be at Chicago, and that was cold looking at Chicago. It looked good. Tremendously cold at Chicago, but then you take a look at what they had at Denver this week. The snow, sideways snow, had to be 30 mile an hour, 25 mile an hour winds. There was, and those flurries. There was it was no chance for Denver. If they should have scored instead of and you've seen it all year long. Coaches are taking are going for it on 4th and 1 down in the red zone when they ought to take their points. I was watching the game. Denver led 7-0. Had that, ran down the field, made that first touchdown. Got back into the red zone. They were like 4th and 1 at the 13. I'm saying, take your points. Take the 3. It's the name of the show. In a different meaning, but it's the name of the show. Take the points. Add to your lead. Denver didn't do it. And then the weather turned, and they didn't score again. As the Patriots hardly scored anymore. But Patriots beat them 10-7 in a mess at Denver. So that left Sunday night with the Rams and the Seahawks. It looked like Seahawks might run away with it, but the Rams just kept piling back and coming back. Seahawks were able to hold them off and able to win that game. But heck, for that matter, the Rams went on 4th down once when they probably shouldn't have gone for it on 4th down. But Rams got burnt. Special teams beat the Rams. He had a muffed punt, and that'll do it. You get one special teams mistake like that. If the other team's not making mistakes in a big game situation, that will often tell the tale. Speaking of, it is the Super Bowl is at Levi's Stadium, San Francisco Bay Area. It'll be on February, 2 weeks from Sunday. And I've got the picture of this. This is supposedly the best food item at the Super Bowl. At the concessions, it is you go to let's see, what's it called? Crab Sammy's dishing Dungeness crab, or is it Dungeness? Dungeness crab out to locals looking for their favorite sandwich, as well as to visitors wanting a quintessential taste of the city. If you're seeking the best foods to order in any NFL stadium, Dungeness crab sandwiches are the pick for San Francisco because they are fresh and local. Fished along the Pacific coast, Dungeness crabs are unique because their meat is very delicate, flaky, and subtly sweet. For more than 100 years, vendors have boiled and served them down at San Francisco's Fisherman's Wharf, where they have become a city staple. Also, they are fresh right now, as crab Sammys are fresh throughout February. How much you think that? What do you think that sandwich is going to cost you inside the stadium? Now, I'm telling you, regular season. And I understand Levi Stadium is tremendous, one of the highest priced stadiums in the NFL. Well, it's out there with all the rich people and with all the Fortune 500 Silicon Valley companies. Yeah. How much you think that's going to cost you? Well, what's that going to cost me? What's that going to put me out for that sandwich right there? During the regular season, it's $21, but I would not be surprised to find an increase for the Super Bowl. Heck, it's probably going to go $30. Who's kidding who? They're going to want $30 for that sandwich. I'm just telling you. That's how things work. Are you planning on betting on the MVP of the Super Bowl? Well, Sam Darnold and Drake May are the odds-on guys. By the way, did you see the NFL? This was from September. So the picture of the 32 teams with February dreams. There are only 2 players who were able to make it to February out of all of these. Can you see them? Actually, you have to look all the way up there to the front, right underneath look at that, all the way up to the stadium, as Darnold and Drake May making their way to the stadium. They're the only ones. They're the only ones who made it to the stadiums. They are the MVP odds leaders, as currently Sam Darnold is 125 for the MTV, plus 125. Drake May is plus 235 to be the MVP. And then you can get. I've got 2 pages here of guys of different numbers on folks. For instance, Stephon Diggs, the wide receiver for Patriots, 60-1. How about Jackson Smith and Jigba, the stud duck wide receiver for the Seahawks? He's 5.5 to 1. Kenneth Walker, 6-1. So they're the MVP odds are trailing toward the Seahawks. Seahawks are a 4.5 point favorite, and they're 235 minus 235 money line, whereas the Patriots are plus 185. That means, of course, you'd have to bet $235 to win 100 if you're betting on the Seahawks. If you're betting on the Patriots, if you bet 185. Pardon me, if you bet 100, you get paid 185. Who else is available? Oh, well, I could go deep into this. Drew Lock is 75-1. That's your first backup quarterback is at 75-1. Cooper Kupp at 90-1. First defensive player for Seattle, Devin Witherspoon. My boy Devin, 90-1. How many? This is why you think about betting quarterback. Super Bowl MVP winners by position. 34 quarterbacks out of 59 Super Bowls. 7 running backs, 8 wide receivers, 10 defensive players, and 1 kick returner. That was Desmond Howard. Trending, however, it's mainly quarterbacks. They have really dominated. Who has won it the most times? Well, you know who's won it the most. I hate to even say it, but the good question to remember is how many has Tom Brady won? He's won 7 Super Bowls. How many MVPs has Tom Brady won? Tom Brady has won MVP 5 times out of his 7 Super Bowl rings. That's pretty good average. Let's see, what else have I got to show you here? Oh yeah, how'd we do last week? We did pretty doggone well, if you ask me. Take a look at, we haven't made our picks for next week yet. We'll have that for next Sunday. We'll have those picks in on next week. But yeah, we all picked the Seahawks. That helps things out. I'm the only ding-dong who took under on the Seahawks and Rams. That was over about halfway through the third quarter. But other than that, I looked pretty good. That's what we all did. We ended up having a pretty decent week for the 4 of us. So, I mean, we'll give you the numbers. We'll give you who's going to win next week. We'll give you free money. Be back right now after these. Talk a little college basketball. Back in a second.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Remember last week we were talking college basketball? I started showing you some of the, I showed some of the, where the conferences were and what the projected winners or the odds were for teams to win the conferences anyway. They've cut that down a little bit and taken some of those teams out of it. So, and I'll show you a few more teams that I didn't show you, or a few more conferences that I didn't show you last week. I kind of left the ACC out of it last week because, well, Duke is, I tell you, Duke is a machine. If Virginia catches up to Duke, it's going to be a shocker. So, heck, for that matter, look, you got North Carolina at 100-1. So, if anything happens to Duke, good luck. Here's this one I kind of like to see. Look at St. Louis. Undefeated in the conference right now. They are 50. You'd have to bet $5,000 to pay $100 for St. Louis as they beat George Washington on Tuesday night, and they are just rolling. We've got them. They're on television again tonight. I mentioned playing Dayton. Dayton's at 60-1. I believe that's at Dayton. So St. Louis. You think, Bruce, what happened to St. Louis? Well, they collected all of those guys from Indiana State. When Indiana State got 2 years ago, they're all playing for SLU now. All the coach and the best players. How about in the Big East? UConn's pretty prohibitive right there too. I don't think St. John's has a shot at UConn at 8-1 to win it. That's one you just really don't feel like wanting to throw any money at. And there's their difference after Michigan defeated Nebraska this week. Michigan defeated Nebraska back on Tuesday night. And look at that. They've jumped all the way up to a favorite, a better than even money favorite. Nebraska at 3-1, even though they've each, and Michigan State have each lost just one game. I believe Michigan State plays Michigan this weekend. No, that's on Friday night as well. Yeah, that's a big game tonight. You'll see Michigan at Michigan State. That's a huge opportunity for the Sparties. So if you like the Sparties to have a chance to win conference, there's your thought tonight before they play Michigan, because that number, if they beat Michigan tonight, they're probably going to have to beat Michigan to win the conference anyway. But if they can beat them tonight, and who knows? Illinois, of course, as I told you, not in that sheet because it's Illinois. It's an Illinois gambling site. Wish I could help you, but I think it's wise that we don't bet on Illinois or don't bet with Illinois in mind, because too much emotion, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta fight off the emotion. There's let's see what else we got here. The Big 12. The Big 12. Arizona is a odds on over Houston and Iowa State. But these can change with just one quick loss. I mean, I'm serious. I seriously think if Michigan State beats Michigan on Friday night, Michigan State will have one loss. Nebraska will have one loss. Illinois should have just one loss, depending if they win on Thursday night at home, which they should against Washington. So Michigan may fall with 2 games to catch up. Michigan might fall a little bit farther than he expected. Wisconsin can still catch them. Wisconsin beat Michigan. That's the thing. There's the thing to take a look at. Here's the futures for the whole thing. Boy, the NCAA odds makers just love Michigan. They just love them. Again, those top 8 teams, they're probably your best bets. And you get to Gonzaga, maybe still, as I showed you in that chart a couple of weeks ago. How about the National Player of the Year award winners? Cameron Boozer, the freshman from Duke. Where's Keaton Wagler? Well, he's an Illinois player, so they can't put him in that. So I don't know I have no idea where Keaton Wagler would be as over the course of the country. I think he'd probably be about 30, 40 to 1. Yeah, 30, 40, 50 to 1, something like that. Yeah, it's a Duke world. People vote for Duke. People bet on Duke, even though they'll win in March sometimes. We'll be back. Let's talk a little NHL, a little NBA right after this. Stick around.
This is Christy, inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians, and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hey folks, welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, our weekly Take the Points edition. One thing I meant to bring up and I forgot, back talking about the NFL and the Super Bowl. And this is actually it's pretty intriguing. Over the last 30 years, who is the longest shot from the start of the season to win a Super Bowl. From the start of the season, they come out every year. They have 50-1, 40-1, 61, 80-1, something like that. From the start of the season, who is the longest shot to ever win a Super Bowl? Well, I hate to bring it up, and I shouldn't have brought it up because it'll probably make me angry all over again. But it's the New England Patriots from 2001, where they beat the Rams in the Super Bowl. They were 60-1 going into this season. They were plus 6,000 to win the Super Bowl going into the 2001 season. Why do I bring that up? We're going to either have a tiebreaker this year or a new one, as the Seattle Seahawks were 60-1 going into the season to win the Super Bowl, and the New England Patriots were 80-1 to win the Super Bowl. Just thought you might find that little nugget interesting. Speaking of nuggets, are they catching is anybody going to catch the Oklahoma City Thunder? The Nuggets are in third. But yeah, they are 6 games back. I don't think anybody catches them. We may already have our participants for the playoffs set up even before the All-Star game. Maybe not here in the West, where there's still 3 games the Mavericks can make up, but the Mavericks don't look like they're going any place in a hurry, or the Grizzlies for that matter. How about in the Eastern Conference? It's a 4-game difference between the Hawks and the Hornets. Even though the Hornets have won 3 in a row, they've 6-4 ball lately. That's beginning to be a pretty big stack to uncover with only 30 or 35 games to go. Pistons are playing well. They continue playing well. Will it be a Pistons? And heck, they've just about caught the Thunder for the best record in the league. So that's the differential for the Oklahoma City Thunder is the top, and that is reflected in the NBA championship numbers. Even money basically for the Oklahoma City Thunder. So you can take them versus the field at even money, and that'd be the bet right now. If you feel like Oklahoma City, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is pretty much considered to be the lock for the MVP again. He's just playing lights out basketball. Where's anybody else that you're following? How about those Pistons? You got to go all the way down to 16-1 to get to an East team to have a chance to win the playoffs. So that seems like a long way. Pistons and Knicks and Celtics and Cavaliers not getting much respect as you see there. How about in the NHL? Are you paying attention to the hockey? I'm just about to run out of time in the NHL. I just usually like to show this to see how far behind the Blues are. Yeah, man, they stink on ice. Hey, good. Look at that. Vancouver caught them 4-point differential. How about that? Blues are no longer the worst in point differential in the league. I'm glad to see that. That makes me feel good, even though they have lost 5 in a row. Yeah. What's the Colorado? Ugh. Who wants that? I tell you what, it really stinks to be a Blues fan right now. Oh, well, you do what you can. Hey, folks, thanks so much for tuning in. Enjoy your weekend. Stay warm. Stay inside, stay warm. Or watch basketball. We'll see y'all next time. Have a great day.